All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 775. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who's furiously rubbing his face right now, Wombat.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
You are. I was going to say something about going to Hell Week at Orange Theory.
It was a weird, it's so annoying, and I can actually say that if I could have gone to Hell Week this week, maybe I would have pulled it off. So as many of you are aware, I went to the doctor about 3 months ago, where the doctor told me that I was in really bad shape, and if I didn't do something about it, I'd probably be dead fairly soon. And that's, was part of the impetus for me to do Orange Theory in the first place.
Good
and
impetus.
Also, yes, and also after that initial appointment, I had to make other doctor's appointments. But as, many people know, if you're not like if it's not an emergency, most of those appointments are not available for like 3 months. All of those follow-up doctor's appointments were this week. So I just couldn't.
During Hell Week,
which I didn't know at the time when I made these appointments 3 months ago. So it's not entirely my fault.
it's not too late, though. You only have to go to 4 out of the 8 classes, and you can get the t-shirt.
Well, I'm going tomorrow because tomorrow's really the first day I could actually go.
Math time.
I know. Tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday counts.
You have Monday and Tuesday also. You got this.
I thought it was a week like Monday to Sunday.
It's 8. You got to get 4 out of 8. That's it. It started Tuesday this year.
Okay, well, I'll see. I'll discuss it with them tomorrow. Because to be honest, also my classes renew, and I will have enough classes.
You have to pay $15 though to register for it.
I understand.
To get your free
t-shirt.
Exactly.
But on the good news is I had my follow-up appointment with the doctor this week after they told me that I was dying, and the prognosis was significantly better this time.
You might live.
I might live. My cholesterol dropped 100 points.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. It dropped almost in half.
Nice.
Yeah. So went from...
That's a diet change, though, more than Orange Theory, right?
It's both. It is both. Because my cardiovascular health is significantly better than it was. And I also had a call. It's interesting because when I went to my doctor's not young. So I'm trying to explain what Orange Theory is. And, I still do Supernatural in the VR and even HelloFresh. Like, oh, I'm doing calorie smart meals from HelloFresh.
He doesn't understand any of it.
And not a word. And then I met with the I shouldn't say nutritionist because that's not fair because she's also a doctor, a medical doctor that could prescribe things. So I guess a medical doctor of nutrition. I don't know. But I met with her this week also, and she was probably in her early 30s. And I said all of these same things. And she's like, oh, that's great for your cardiovascular health. And, oh, yes, no, you get a lot of vegetables with those HelloFresh meals. So that's really good. Also, she knew what everything was. It was like night and day. It was like one was like trying to explain it to my mom, and the other one was being talked down to by my kids. So it was running the gamut of experiences.
Old people hate them, right?
Old people. It was pretty funny. It's like, yeah, no, I've been doing this. She's like, can you tell me what that is?
Right.
No. But there you go.
Once you tell the doctor there's an app for it, he's out. Like, he's not going to follow anything.
Pretty much, but it's okay. The numbers were much better.
That's great. That's awesome.
I have to go to my niece and nephew's B'nai mitzvah this weekend.
I don't even know what that is, and I'm Jewish.
It's a bar mitzvah, but it's for a boy and a girl at the same time. It's called the B'nai mitzvahs for twins that are,
Those are the donuts. They're French donuts.
Beignets. It's a
beignet mitzvah. It's a French donut. But the thing is, I haven't tried my suit on in like over a year, like I was afraid to. And I put it on today, and it's actually big on me. So I felt very happy about that.
What, are you going to look weird with a big suit? What are you going to do?
I would rather look weird in a big suit where no one is going to be looking at me than be physically uncomfortable in a small suit where no one's going to be looking at me.
You can get it tailored now to fit your
It's literally on Saturday. I am not getting anything tailored.
Your daughter could do it for you.
That's okay. She probably could, but I'm not going to ask.
She could probably make you a whole new outfit by then.
I know. She was in her room before cutting and sewing for someone else's costume. Not even her own. Someone else's costume.
Not yours.
Not mine.
Opportunities, I feel.
I know. What can you do? Everybody needs a hobby.
Sure.
They're worse. They're worse. I think she offered to make something for Ty once too, but that's
What about me?
Oh, sorry, dude.
I need special care. I'm very long. Need custom order stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think for one of those concerts that they went to, not together, but
Ty just had his 16th birthday party. 16th
That's
birthday.
Crazy.
He's 16.
That's crazy. I say that as a father of a 15-year-old, but
It's
still
a lot.
16. 16's a lot.
And he specifically said he wanted to have a bowling birthday party, which I thought was just like, all right. I was like, all right. And I looked into it. Have you been to Bolero, Wombat? I think it's a chain.
I've heard of it, but I've never been.
They took the one in Mineola and they turned it into a Bolero. It's basically like a bar. They have food. It's much nicer than your normal bowling alley. Anyway, the best thing about it is that you can book an entire birthday party on your phone without speaking to somebody. It just has a form. How many people? What day do you want to do it? What time? Do you want the chicken fingers? Do you want the pizza? Do you want the plan with the extra gift card? Blah, 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 blah. They take your credit card. They charge you right on the spot. You just show up that day. The manager comes over. She's like, oh, you're right here. You see like your spot with everything there. And it was pretty cool. I love doing things through an app and not having to talk to anybody.
Have you already had the party then? Or this is just the setup for the party?
That's just when you show up. When you show up, everything's ready. And they just introduce you.
But you've already showed up and everything was ready.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. They're like, here's your area. Here's they had Ty spelled out in like big letters. And, Kevin had his party over there and Tyler down there.
You could have did you get some like money off because Ty's name was so short?
That's the first thing I said when I saw it. I said it out loud. No, but it was pretty good. And they give you they don't give you, but you can buy a pin to have your friends sign the pin at the end, which I thought was cool. By the way, I've never seen worse bowling in my entire life than 16-year-olds in the year of 2023, or at least Ty's friends. I mean, nobody knows how to bowl even remotely a little bit. 2 out of the 3 lanes were bumpers, as they wanted, and just even the people not on the bumper lane, just like throwing the ball straight into the floor, like not even close to any type of bowling
and
form.
instead of their names, they put in their pronouns.
I don't know what it was, just like codes, just like no vowels even. But I was not even joking. Like I didn't see one person that knew how to throw a bowling ball, and there's like 20 kids. Like I think they don't care, but they had a great time. Like they all got excited when it goes off the thing. Even if it goes off the bumper and gets a spare, like all the girls get very excited. And yeah, I wanted to get up there and demonstrate the proper form, but I figured that would be bad.
I think that's what Ty would have wanted you to do.
Let me show you kids how to bowl.
How to bowl.
Let me show you what you got to do is.
I took lessons when I was a teenager.
That's frightening in itself.
That was the thing back in the 80s. I mean, that was the thing. I mean, there were more bowling alleys then. There were a lot of bowling alleys. And I told Ty, you have to tell them how many people ahead of time, and you don't get any refunds. If you book 20 people and 18 show up, they're keeping that money. They're just going to give you like extra wings or something, or extra arcade cards. So I told
wings?
I told Ty, well, no, we didn't. I told Ty, if your friends don't show, like I'm bowling. So that's going to be a really good motivator for you to make sure that everybody comes. And in fact, he had 2 extra kids that showed up. So I want to pay more. So that backfired completely. But anyway, it was good. It was cool. I recommend that if you're looking for an easy party, not cheap. But
wait, is that where Sabrina has a Sweet 16 that she's going to Friday that I believe is also bowling?
It's nice. I mean, when I opened the door and walked in there, I was like, oh, this is really nice for a bowling alley. I wish they had a ping pong version of this. Well, it's Spin is basically the ping pong version, but no less birthday parties. Anyway, so we got that going on. He got a lot of presents. Like the kids write like long letters to each other, like about how good friends they are. Very different than when I was growing up. You're just like, fuck you. You're lucky you got a gift even.
I had
Anyway,
no friends.
exactly. Me neither. Fucking, I was very impressed with this kid's turnout, except for the bowling skills. Just that was the fucking embarrassment. Anyway, what else is going on? Ship, anything going on over there?
I'm happy to report that nothing is going on over here. The water is still in the pipes.
That's good.
Yes. No, I mean, no, we're like full on like end of soccer season right now. So every weekend is like 4 soccer games that I'm attending and watching.
Oh my God.
It's fine. I like it. Basketball has started up though, and I'm coaching basketball this year. So
Boys or girls or both?
right now, just girls. We'll see if I coach my son as well.
Good luck.
But like the kindergarten and first grade basketball though, like there's no practices, right? Like they practice like before they play the game for like 20 minutes. And
that's respectful of everybody's time. I like that.
Sure. But it's frustrating because there's like no out of bounds either. Like they don't call out of bounds. So it's just like if you hit a wall,
it's like bumper bowling. Just like bumper bowling.
I was gonna say it's like that old electronic football where you plug it in and it's just a tin bottom and the vibrating players just kind of move in circles and some of them fall over and eventually someone gets a ball in the right spot.
Yeah, like whoever gets knocked out by the drinking fountain in the corner, they win, lose. I don't know. We don't.
That's when they blow the whistle. That's when they blow the whistle.
I don't know. Like they don't blow the whistle ever. Like it's. I don't know that I want to coach that because there's not much coaching, and then you just feel bad. You're like, you're
babysitting.
I guess you're running around with the ball. That's fine. I don't know. Like. I don't. So 4th grade girls though, I can coach 4th grade girls.
That sounds a little bit better.
It sounds much better.
They have an actual practice.
Like we get 1 hour a week though to practice. Like how much improvement do you expect in 1 hour a week of practice?
Not much.
Not much. So it's gonna be an interesting season. But
nice.
I'm happy to be back coaching.
Tennis season ended this week. That's officially over now.
Cold out there to be playing tennis.
I know. Well, they missed 2 games because of the weather, and then they closed it out with a charity thing where Sabrina had to play doubles with one of her teachers as her teammate. And from what I've been told, it appeared as though that teacher had never held a tennis racket in their life.
Nice.
So she had to basically carry them both. But what can you do? It was for a good cause. So, but that's over. So no practice. That was practice 5 days a week, though. That's a little different.
You get better. You get better if you're doing that.
For sure.
2 hours a day, 5 days a week. It's a lot of practice.
That's normal high school practicing.
It is, and I'll brag a little bit. She was named a starter already for next year's team. So,
what does the starter mean in tennis?
Well,
you get to play every time.
You get to play. There's a roster for each game, and you're on it. If you're on it, then you're playing, and if you're not on it, then you're there to cheer your teammates on. And that's how it works.
Okay.
Because there's more kids than there are actual games.
They don't have that many courts.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it was ping pong, they could fit everybody in. Probably.
Yeah. Sabrina played twice, maybe 3 times during the season. She got to play in 3 games. She won 2 of them.
This is crazy. Like, so like they don't have like a JV and a varsity?
No, it's just varsity.
Wombats Town, they don't know tennis in Wombats Town. They don't
get to play.
Basically, yes. You get to practice, and when you're varsity level, then you're usually named a starter, but not always.
The fireworks team has a junior varsity team, and like the catalytic converter theft team.
Yeah, they have
JV.
Yep.
They have a JV.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me. Like I get that. Like, yeah, some kids are on the bench and may not be playing varsity, but like around here, like you would play on the freshman team or the JV team. You wouldn't just be like, oh, I guess show up every day. Maybe you'll get to play in a game sometime.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's your. I mean, it's you're working your way towards it. It's not like it's. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're cleaning up the jock straps and whatnot.
Right. It's just a different. Yeah, it's different than what it is around here, I guess.
You have more space.
Plenty of room for tennis courts.
Exactly.
Too much room for tennis courts.
Exactly. too many tennis courts.
Too many tennis courts.
Everybody plays. Everybody shines.
They're all pickleball courts now, anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Fucking pickleball.
The bane of Cheapy's existence.
No, it doesn't bother me.
It's called popular ping pong in some circles.
Yeah. All right. Should we go to show feedback?
Sure. I just pulled all of it. This is all of it.
Well, from where? This is from YouTube?
No, this is from the show thread.
Okay.
Gorgo has to say, thanks for the show, folks. A good time as always. And he wanted Chipwreck to know that Vampire Survivors just added 6 achievements. And speaking of co-op, have you tried the co-op on Vampire Survivors? He played the hell out of that game, but then switched to Tears of the Kingdom and keep forgetting to go back and try the co-op. So have you tried the co-op and have you gotten your new achievements?
I have not fired it. I saw that the achievements came out. I think they came out the day of when we were recording. But I have not tried the co-op because it does not seem like something that I would be satisfied with another person playing with me.
They're not going to be as good as you. They would have to be at least as good as you or better. That's the only way.
Right.
It's like Sabrina playing doubles with a school teacher. She's not helping the situation. They're just making more work for you.
Right.
Wasting your time.
I'm just assuming that I would be going over and reviving them or whatever you're going to do in co-op mode.
Yell at them mostly for not being good.
Yeah. So I did find another Survivors game though. Someone on Twitter suggested it to me from listening to the show because last time I was playing, talked about playing Spellbound Survivors, which was kind of
better one.
The better one is called Army of Ruin, I believe is the name of it. Yes, Army of Ruin, which I've been playing on Xbox as well, and that one has all the hooks that Vampire Survivors has.
Now I have to look it up.
But it is a more modern looking game.
Right, that's what I want to see.
So it is.
Wow, it's crazy.
It is. I don't know what I would call that art style. Like it's a friendly looking art style, like a kind of a fantasy looking, kind of, I don't know, cartoon.
Oh, this game isn't new. This game's been out for a year.
It's been out. I think it came out on consoles maybe earlier this year.
It says it came out October 27th of last year.
Okay. If I was thinking to hit consoles this year, but maybe Steam earlier, but I don't.
Steam
care.
this year. Steam this year, June.
Steam this year. Maybe I was.
It looks crazy. It looks like Gauntlet. It looks like Gauntlet. But
yes, it looks like what a modern 3D Gauntlet kind of would look like.
And it's $8.
And it's $8, and it's got the right level of depth that Vampire Survivors had.
Oh, it came out in June on the Xbox. There you go.
So not October. No,
I don't know why Google said October. Hey, I was going off of what it said when I searched it.
Sure. It's fine. It's not a. It's.
No. I don't want to offend anybody.
What else?
What else?
Yeah, but Army of Ruin, I would recommend. That's a recommend. It's especially it's very much like, hey, we really liked Vampire Survivors. We made the same game, but it's like we actually made a different version of it with more things thrown in and kind of its own. You can tell it's its own game, but at the same time, you're like, oh, I understand how these weapons are going to combine together and evolve, and I get what the basic mechanics are.
I still think Marvel Survivors would be the bomb.
It would be it. Just keep making these. I don't care. They seem cheap to make, right? They're real. People sell them for next to nothing. I don't know. I put everything in these games. Who cares? Halo Survivors.
And yeah, just call it Survivor. You have to have Survivors in the title. I was a little disappointed that Army of Ruin doesn't have Survivors.
Yeah, how would you know about this game?
Right.
Just throw Survivors in the
Army of Ruin Survivors.
Correct. That's the correct name for this game.
Yeah, that's good. It works. What else?
Harry McBack has to say, next time cheap, I'd put out next time cheap is out of town. There we go. Or too busy running the ping pong club. Can we get an episode of just Ship and Wombat talking toys? That's because we talked about toys extensively last week. I actually, Chip, did you use your 25% off one toy at Target coupon
Not
yet?
Not yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
So for those who have the Target app, currently they have that 25% off one toy. They also had in there, I don't know if it was a for everybody one, $5 off a toy as well. And for those who are wondering, yes, those coupons do stack. So you can get 25% off plus an additional $5 off of that. That's kind of a good deal.
Yeah, they do a similar deal near Christmas time every year.
It was the extra $5 that I thought was kind of
They
fun.
give you that 25% coupon off before they put up all the Black Friday sales that then are cheaper than when you use the 25% off.
Yes, because that coupon expires. Although we did buy something stupid as a family, and I recommend it if you want. I recommend it at the price we bought it at. I do not recommend it at full price. But if you're looking for a fun toy for your family, and everyone in my family is way too old for this, we got a Beast Lab. Do you know what that is, Ship?
I do not know what a Beast Lab is. That's why
okay.
We're both.
Do you know what a Magic Mixie is?
I know what a Magic Mixie is. Yes.
Okay.
Who doesn't know what a Magic Mixie is?
Me.
I know you don't, but Shipwreck does, and now he has a frame of reference. Okay. So a Magic Mixie is like a cauldron where you put like stuff in it and you pour in some water and it makes like effects, and
it makes like smoke like come out, and then like lights are like blinking and everything. Yeah, it's basically cancer cauldron is what it is.
Okay.
And then
you get a
stuffed animal out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, which also gives you cancer.
And it was, and when that came out, it was really big on YouTube and TikTok, and it was like a thing. Now for this year, they have one that's a little bit more, I guess, more boy oriented. Although I would say that Beast Lab is for boys or for girls, because we went out and we bought one. We're using all of our coupons. It was like $40.
Jizz sock.
And the three of us, Sabrina, Elliot, and I, sat there and followed all the steps to get our beast out of the lab. And you would think it was like the greatest thing any of us had ever seen in our entire lives. Like we were going through the motions. You turn dials and you put there's like a fake fingerprint reader, and there's like all this knobs and buttons. And when you turn things, different lights go off and sound effects. And
which one did you get?
We got the Target exclusive where you either get a Cobra Man or a Crocodile Man. And we got a Crocodile Man action figure, and that action figure is badass.
I'm trying to look it up.
And some of the lab itself is really solid, and you can do it again. You don't even need to get the stuff. Like, they have refill kits. You don't need the refill kits. Like, you could actually do it again. It has this really cool effect where the plastic tube that's clear, it fills up with green liquid, but you ever see that magic trick where a magician's like, I have a glass of milk, and he turns the glass of milk upside down and the milk disappears because it's like a double insulated glass and it's not really milk. Right. It's that kind of trick, but it's with green goo in this double insulated plastic tube. It's lots of neat effects. They really put some thought into it. And like I said, we did it and we just thought it was a lot of fun. So I'm saying that if you have really for, kids probably between the age of like 5 and 10, not my kids, but we still had a good time because sometimes it's good to do something fun and dumb. That would be a good toy to get. I recommend a Beast Lab. Get a Beast Lab. That's what I'm saying. Ship, go get a Beast Lab.
You can't fuck it. It's a thumbs down for me. Sorry.
I feel like at this point, like I'm trying to like keep my kids committed to the same toy like properties that they're already involved in, because I've made it so that the organization of those toys is all like per license. Like,
but this is like a
you've got your
singular
bins of
thing.
Transformers and you've got your bins of GI Joes.
And this toy can fight the Transformers.
But he's not gonna get put away into the bin that.
No, he'll
where the
get put back.
Transformers-
He literally attaches back into the Beast Lab. You put a little, you like turn the knob in the back so he stays in place.
It's
You
not
like
gonna
locks
happen
into
though.
it.
It's just gonna get put somewhere.
It's going to ruin the system, is what he's saying.
I don't know.
I've got a system going, and the system is clear bins where all the
That's-
toys are organized.
You realize at some point your son's going to be, 40 years old on a podcast saying, I bought the remastered Beast Lab because I really wanted one when I was a kid, and my dad wouldn't buy me one.
He has not circled any Beast Labs in the mini toy catalog, Christmas catalogs that have come through here. What he has
Yet.
circled is all of the stuff that he already knows. makes it much easier.
I'm sure.
I've already got a huge tub of GI Joes that have been accumulating that'll go that way at Christmas.
Beast Lab.
It looks fine.
It's fun. Beast
70
Lab.
big ones.
I know. I didn't pay 70.
Ooh.
I wouldn't pay 70 for it.
Sweet. All right, what else?
Yeah.
That's it.
Nothing. That's it. That's
Good.
it. We talk toys.
Sweet. That's not what the question was. You didn't say
Question
talk.
He wants us to do it. Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen. So
Right.
we talk toys now instead.
They could do it if they, but if I'm out of town, how's it going to be done?
Yeah,
That
It's not
defeats.
going to happen.
I can do it.
Ship can do it.
I
So?
know how to do it.
Let him do it. Do it.
Okay. Next time
Didn't say
we're
I
out
was
of
gonna
town.
do it, but
He said he
Yeah.
could do it.
could do it.
Right. It's like what I say when I see a Picasso in a museum. It's like, I can do that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Like the CAGcast is right alongside of Picasso and the
CAGcast and
artistry that you put into it.
Yes. It's old enough to be in a museum, at least.
Mhm.
Should we do Watch This
Oh.
Jerks?
Sure,
Sure.
let's do it. I think we talked about this last week,
We did.
Mhm.
but I watched it now. So
And you are the turtle master.
yes. I don't
You
know what that
know
means.
all about the turtles.
I know a lot about the turtles.
More than Wombat? If there was a trivia battle on turtles, who would win?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know that. I mean, I feel like I have a good turtle knowledge base,
okay.
Yeah.
but it could get pretty random, and that could swing into Wombat's favor because he likes minutia.
All right.
If you find a good trivia question, you could ask it. We'll find
Or
out.
if you ask about like who voiced people, like I'm out. I don't know who voiced the turtles.
Right. Those are lame. Well, how was
I know
the movie?
one was Rob Paulson. I'm not sure of the rest.
See, like nobody knows. But I watched Mutant Mayhem, the new Turtles movie, and it's good. I enjoyed it. I don't know that it's my favorite turtle thing. It's a new origin story a little bit, right? New origin
Mhm.
story.
Yes.
Splinter is a little bit
Mhm.
weird for what Splinter has traditionally been. Like
Mhm.
he comes off as kind of like bumbling, senile man.
Oh, what? That's not respectful.
And I mean, I don't know. Is this a spoiler for a cartoon? That-
yeah, it is a spoiler. Don't do spoilers.
Okay.
No spoilers on this one. This just hit recently on streaming, so no spoilers. But there's not a lot of action either in this movie. There's a lot of, I don't know, talking
Mhm.
for an animated Turtles movie, and it's good. It's just different than what I was thinking going in what it was going to be, and it sets itself up for a sequel that like maybe aligns more with what traditional Turtles would be.
Why Splinter gets smarter and younger? Maybe. No.
Kinda. Like he starts at least steering more towards the Splinter that you would know in the movie, but still, like, I don't know. It's a new turtle thing.
All right.
It was it's fine. Ice Cube? Yes.
Yeah, Ice Cube.
is the
Mhm.
villain. The main villain in this.
Just like he is in real
That's
life.
his name. He's playing himself.
No, he
No.
plays Superfly.
Oh,
Who is made up for the movie.
right. Okay. Wasn't there a fly guy in Turtles? There definitely was.
There's Baxter Stockman
Yeah.
turns into a fly.
Ooh, look at Wombat flexing
Baxter
that knowledge.
Stockman is in the movie.
That's not that deep of a cut.
Even I heard of him.
Yeah.
He's not in the movie, you're saying?
He is.
No,
He is.
He is, but not as
As a fly.
Not as
and
Baxter
he's played by
Flyman.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, they
Oh.
have some crazy talent in this movie. Paul Rudd is
Mondo Gecko.
Mondo. Yep. Okay. Well, Matt's going to finish my sentences now with just character names.
Only your turtle related sentences.
Right. Just to show like that he would win the trivia battle.
Right. What else?
Has any? No, I know the answer is no. But I started watching the new season of Rick and Morty.
Right.
There was a lot of controversy with Rick and Morty.
Wait a minute. I thought you were boycotting Rick and Morty.
I loved the response there, GP. It was perfect. Right.
I was never boycotting Rick and Morty.
I thought you said that he's a horrible person and you would.
He's not on the show anymore.
Oh, he got
I was
fired.
getting to that.
Okay.
He got fired and they replaced him with 2 new people to do his one thing. And honestly, you don't really notice, which just seems to be the general consensus.
So he was fired off his own show.
Yes. It's not the first time that's happened. Happens a lot, actually.
Roseanne. Well, they canceled the show though. The show is over then.
Part of it. Valerie Harper was canceled off her own show.
Off of Valerie?
Mm-hmm.
And they kept the show going?
Yeah, the Hogan family. You don't remember the Hogan family with
Right.
Sandy Duncan?
Right.
They replaced her with Sandy Duncan.
She's a delightful character though.
Yeah, and she has a glass eye.
I enjoyed
Dan
her in Peter
Harmon.
Pan.
Ironically, Dan Harmon was fired from Community, and they kept that going. But Dan Harmon is still working on Rick and Morty.
Go figure.
I know, it's full circle. But yeah, I liked the first 2 episodes. I thought they were pretty good. The first episode I thought was very funny. There's a really good. I wouldn't even call it a cameo because that person is in almost the entire episode, but you may see it and you might enjoy it. So, and he plays himself. If it hasn't been spoiled for you, you should check it out. The first episode of the season. It's fun.
I'm boycotting. I know you're not.
I am.
That's
I
fair.
am also
Thank
boycotting.
you. We're my brother.
Mm-hmm.
We started watching The Fall of the House of Usher on Netflix. That's the
I
new.
thought you were boycotting that.
No, why would I boycott that? It's Mike Flanagan. I like his. That's Midnight Mass and other scary things.
Red Letter Media.
No, what? He was on there?
No, isn't that guy's name? Mike.
No. Not Flanagan. I don't know what his name. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not Flanagan. Anyway, we watched the first 2 episodes. It's very, very dark and creepy. Not like super scary yet. But I don't know if you like Mike Flanagan. I guess check it out if you like that type of stuff. But it's very. I don't think it's Edgar Allan Poe. Like I know they took the name, but the story certainly doesn't seem to be. I mean, I don't even know the story, so maybe it is the same story and modernized. It's definitely gross looking. It definitely made it look gross to make you not look away from the screen. So if you like that, check out Fall of the House of Usher. So far, so good. What else? New releases?
Sure, I've been playing one.
Pickleball Smash?
No, it sounds good though. I've been playing the new Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
Heard of it?
Never heard of it. What's a Super Mario Brother? Can you explain it to me? Because those are 3 words. I know what those words are, but together, never heard it before.
Okay.
He's an elephant.
Yeah, there's an elephant in it. You can turn into an elephant.
You turn into a plumber.
Yeah, it's really good. Like I am enjoying my time. I think I'm on world 4. I think at this point.
Are there more than 8?
I'm gonna guess there's 8 because you're collecting MacGuffins to do something. Like there's like piranha ghosts that are circling Bowser, who's turned into a castle, and every time you get a royal seed, that's the MacGuffin, a royal seed for beating a level and beating Bowser Jr., then one of those ghost piranhas goes away, and I like the story is masterful, as you would imagine. The levels, like, and the way it's structured, it's really good for quick play. Because there's like the full levels, but then there's like challenge levels too that are like specific around these badges that you get that like change. Some of them change like Mario's abilities. So like you can do like a wall like push up if you have one badge, like so you can climb up a wall a little bit. Another one like makes his jump floaty. Another one makes it so he's just constantly bouncing. Or other ones like add additional bricks to the levels, like stuff like that. So it's got a lot of variety to it. And then if you collect these secret wonder seeds, I believe that's where the game gets trippy in the like
Turn into an elephant?
Well, elephant could be at any time, but you can turn into an elephant. But like pipes will start like crawling and like it gets really like out there. And there's like one of those in each level that like you can go, if you find that, then you do the trippy part of the level and then you go back and play regular Mario. It's really good. Like they believe it or not, Nintendo made a good Super Mario Brothers game.
I believe it. But I'm not I don't know where my Switch is, so I can't play it.
Yeah, I mean, 2D Mario is really good, and then they just like they know they're not going to screw it up, right? Like they know how to make these games and how to like add little flourishes, and even like getting the power-ups, the new like little animations like remind you of kind of like Smash Brothers style animations. Like you get the fire flower and like Mario does like a little move where it looks like he's going to throw it. Like he like poses a little bit when he gets it. And it's like, yeah, like they're still doing stuff that's creative with these games. So yeah, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, I played that a whole bunch. I also got the new Spider-Man game. I have not played that yet though, because I was at 4 soccer games over the weekend. And that is one that Dash and I will definitely play together, but looks really good. Did you get that Wombat?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah.
You went with the Beast Lab.
I went with Beast Lab instead. Mm-hmm. Also, I wouldn't have had time to play it over the weekend anyway. I won't have time to play it this weekend. It just didn't seem to make sense. And next week is the new Fortnite season. I'm not saying I'm never going to play Spider-Man 2, but it's just
I'm guessing you probably will.
I am too. At some point, I will play Spider-Man 2.
I'll probably play a lot of that this weekend.
Good. I'm going to be at a B'nai Mitzvah.
I will not. What else came out this week?
Let's see. That Metal Gear Solid Master Collection came out, which I have heard people are complaining about, that it's not a very good, they're not very good versions of the games. I mean, this is just, what I'm picking up.
Yeah, I saw some of that as well, as at least that they're not as inspired as they could be in this day and age of being remastered. But
exactly. That's a bummer.
So 1, 2, and 3 are in volume 1 of this collection?
I guess so.
Going on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $60.
Seems like a lot for games that are pretty old. And I think I've seen for like $3. So.
Well, all right. Metal Gear Solid.
They did it.
Here again.
They repackaged it.
There's a new Jackbox out.
Really?
Jackbox 10.
So it's a good time.
Sure.
That's a lot of Jackboxes.
I know. I have like 6 of them. They're still very popular in this house.
Sure.
How about this Hot Wheels Unleashed 2? That kind of came out of nowhere for me. I saw that. It
really did, right? Like I had no idea that was coming out. So obviously they didn't send us copies this time.
They probably didn't send anybody copies.
I don't think they did. It's just like, oh, and here's a sequel to that Hot Wheels game we made last year.
Let's see.
Kind of crazy.
It was reviewed. It got 77. That's pretty good.
I'm sure it's good. Last one was good.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm just, I'm sure it's not going to change the world either, though.
I don't know.
Maybe it will. I do like a good Hot Wheel. When I was at the mall, we got free Hot Wheels at the mall.
Yeah, free Hot Wheels at the mall.
Yes.
How'd that happen?
We went into, my daughter wanted to look at the clearance shoes in Macy's. And to get to the women's shoes, you got to walk through the toy section. And there was an old lady at a table, and she goes, "Don't forget your Hot Wheels." And they were giving out free Hot Wheels at the Macy's to get people to go to their toy section.
Wow.
Because it's now a Toys R Us. So they want people to go to the Toys R Us. And we got free Hot Wheels.
I was by a Toys R Us today.
It has to be better than the ones inside the Macy's.
It was sad. It still had the rainbow tiles up.
Oh, we were there. We have one of those by us. I was just there with Elliot last week.
So sad. Like, I was driving through this area. I'm like, oh, this is where the Toys R Us used to be. Oh, this is where the Best Buy used to be. Oh, this is where the what was the PC store?
Micro Center?
No, Micro Center's
CompuServe?
still there. Micro Center's still there. The Comp USA. Here's the Comp USA. Comp USA used to be here. Here's where the service merchandise used to be.
Love all these brands.
I love all of these. These were great. Here's the Blockbuster.
What's your Toys R Us now? Is it someplace that sells like slightly damaged furniture? Because that's what ours is.
One of them near me is a Big Lots. The other one is still, I think, empty. Because it still has the rainbow tiles and everything up out front. So there's nobody has come in. I don't know. I was near an old, like the old nice mall area. Is no longer the nice mall area. And I went to Best Buy this week, the one that was still open. And boy, did I not enjoy that experience.
What happened? I go there all the time.
So all of the Best Buy has turned into the old Toys R Us ticket system for video games now. Essentially, like the games are not out there. You're just got like the fake pieces of paper and the protectors.
Oh, why?
Those are just, I don't know.
Less space?
Well, they're getting rid of all.
Yeah, they're going to stop selling physical games anyway, aren't they? Is that the plan?
All the physical media is going away from Best Buy.
That's a weird move.
I don't know. Like, I walked through there and I'm like, I guess it's time.
I think they're focusing on vacuums and refrigerators and televisions, and
it's hard to keep track of all the games and shit. It's always a mess. The sections.
No, it's not anymore.
Well, now it's not. There's nothing
it's just
there.
Cases of non-games in there where I'm like, oh, this is not very exciting to look
space
at.
for more arcade one-ups.
There's arcade one-ups. They've got like at least two aisles of toys now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sell Legos in mine.
There's Legos. I saw like the 4K version of The Princess Bride. Like, I took a picture of this, put it out there on Twitter. It was $60. They were charging $60. Look at that. There he is. Who's that?
That's the demon.
Cool.
Jason Blood.
Yeah, look at you.
Look at me.
I got him on clearance at Best Buy for 75 cents.
That's a good price.
It's just like, first of all, I didn't go like specifically to go to Best Buy because I don't do that anymore. I don't know. They got rid of all their deals, right? Like, there's no real reason to go.
You have to sign up for the membership if you want the deals.
Well, I did that before, but then they started like taking away the deals again. So I was just in the area. I'm like, oh, I'll pop into Best Buy and just kind of like see what's going on in Best Buy now. And not a lot.
Right. They
Not
have
a
a
lot of
rowing
customers
machine
in there either.
They have fitness equipment. Buy some of that. You already have enough. What else?
I don't know.
Anything else for new releases? You're sad about Best Buy? I'm never sad going to Best Buy. I'm not saying I'm buying stuff, but I do buy like 4K discs.
Well, you're not going to be doing that anymore.
They're not selling the 4K discs.
What are you going to go
either?
into Best Buy? No, they're getting rid of movies as well. So what are you going to go to Best Buy for in the future?
Normally I go like when Mrs. Chibi wants to go look at shoes. I'll drop her off at the shoe place, and then I'll just go across the street to Best Buy.
Right.
And then maybe buy
DSW, and then right next door is the Best Buy.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then maybe, or Nordstrom Rack. And maybe I'll buy some movie, or maybe I'll just walk around for a half an hour and not buy anything. But maybe I'll buy a movie. But that's pretty much about it.
Is there a Five Below in the shopping
of
center? Because that shopping center sounds like it should have a Five Below in it.
That's a depressing store.
The Five Below is across the street from the Best Buy.
Just making sure.
Yeah. So what they're effectively doing by making this move is getting rid of every impulse buy their store has. Right? Like, so you have to have a specific reason to be going to Best Buy then.
Like I need a new vacuum cleaner.
Like you need a new vacuum cleaner. You need a new TV. Right? You need a refrigerator. Like there's
if it was in the
I'm
song Money for Nothing, they're going to sell it at Best Buy.
Don't give them any marketing ideas for free, Wombat. That's bullshit. You should pay for that.
It's just a really weird strategy on their part to not have any like, oh, we need people in the store to just kind of browse around and they'll pick up some things. It's like that is gone now. Like you're going in there, you're getting your cell phone or whatever, and then you're out the door. Like there's nothing to, like you're not gonna be browsing around in there.
And a lot of those things these days you don't really need to go to a store to get, right?
Correct.
Like almost nothing. You know, I needed a new dishwasher. I didn't think that you could order that online and have it like delivered reasonably. Like I figured that I had to go to a store for, and I did. But I don't like what else? Like washing machines, dishwasher, refrigerator, maybe. Like I don't even know because you need installation
got to make sure
for.
that it's the right size.
Things you need installation for, maybe you're more likely to go to a brick and mortar store like a Best Buy or something. But
they're in a bad place because like all of that home like electronics, the refrigerators, the microwaves and everything, like Home Depot and Lowe's. Yeah, Home Depot and Lowe's kind of have that on lock. And then like the TVs, like I don't know, you're gonna get those at your Costco's or your Walmart,
online.
Your Targets.
You're gonna get those online. I mean, there's no reason
Yeah.
to go to the store except to just look at the TV if you want to. But even you can look it up online. You get all the reviews.
Yeah. So I don't know what the end game is here that Best Buy's going for, but
They don't listen to us, that's for sure.
and all their stores are so big. Like they're so big, like it's just so empty inside now.
I got to go back. I haven't been in a couple. I go a lot, but I guess I haven't been in like maybe 3 weeks or a month or
Maybe a couple of years.
maybe. No.
I don't know. It's sad. I as one who enjoyed the retail shopping of years past, it is it is
Oh, man.
dwindling very quickly here. Best Buy is not going to be a lot around.
No, they were supposed to be doing well, I thought.
I mean, they could in the short term, but I can't see the retail store part of it being around long.
What if they're opening up something?
There's so many employees in there too.
What if they cut the space, made it smaller,
Sold little hot dogs,
sold little hot dogs?
big
Yeah.
hot dogs,
Okay.
even better. That's the move, big hot dogs.
And what if they only have one guy there working instead of all the people? And it's like, you know, the self-serve thing at McDonald's, the touch screen.
Yeah.
What
if they put that in Best Buy? So you go in, you just scroll, and you go, oh, refrigerator. And you
AI
push
serves
the
you.
your button.
It's like I'm
Online.
searching a website in
Right.
But
person.
in the store, and
In
they
the
bring it out to you while you're standing there.
AI.
I don't know. That's
AI
a tough gig
tablets
to
will serve
figure
you.
out. It's a tough one to figure out.
So you don't even
how
have to interact with a human being.
They're like waiting for
But-
you when you come in
But
the
you
door.
can still get your
like
TV and
immediately.
refrigerator while you're standing there, as opposed to having to wait a day.
Like it's disconcerting. Like I understand like the customer service part of it, but like I was 3 feet in the door and there was like 2 Best Buy people asking me like what I came in for. Like I was like, am I not supposed to be here?
What brings you here today?
Yeah.
My bad. I thought you were
Right.
open and
Right.
people
No,
can
that's
just walk
seriously
in
what I
here.
felt like because it was like 4:00 on a Sunday when I was there. I'm like,
Right.
oh, like what time do you guys close?
Now I really want to go. I'm gonna go this weekend, maybe.
Maybe it's different. It could be different in Long Island. It could be thriving
I don't
in Long
know.
Island.
Yeah, I mean, I
But-
see them selling shit. Anyway,
PP,
that's-
do you ever go into the Razor store in Roosevelt Field Mall? The Razor.
I went in once.
Okay. When I was at the mall this weekend with Sabrina, I went into the Razor store just to, because I was looking. I'm always curious to see how much they charge for like the rechargeable kits for the Xbox controllers, which is too much. And I walked in anyway. And as soon as I walk in, two people, it's a store the size of like my living room, not even.
It's small.
Yeah. And they're like, how can we help you today? Is there anything specific that you're looking for? Have you seen this thing or this thing that you don't need? I'm like, guys, you sell headphones. Relax.
they're excited to see you. There's
Well,
a
like
lot
I
of
said-
neon in there. They need, and
Yeah.
LED lighting. I guess
Yep.
not neon, just LED lighting.
Do you know I actually have a Pavlovian response to like whenever I drive by these old stores that I used to frequent? And
What's the response?
the response is that Madonna's "This Used to Be My Playground" starts going in my head. You know that song?
Yeah.
Like that is what like instantly like is like
That's the
oh.
title of this week's episode, right? This used to be my playground.
Is that about child abuse or something? I feel that was about something bad.
I don't
I
know.
thought it
but
was about,
instantly, like that song like pops into my head.
I thought it was about exactly that though, like the places you used to go that aren't there anymore, like Springsteen's My Hometown.
Right.
But
Maybe.
mine's strictly around like stores that used to be there. Oh, this used to be the Borders.
Borders.
Love that. Used to love going there and wasting time.
Mhm.
Maybe buying
Yeah.
something like every third visit, perhaps.
I did
Yeah, I
that
love
in a
buying,
Barnes
like,
and Noble.
a
what was it,
$19
week
CD.
ago? Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I think we're at Fortnightly news.
Sure. So the new, like I mentioned already, the new season of Fortnite is next week. It's going to be very interesting and very different, but we'll talk about
I don't
that more.
believe you.
only
Explain
one-
yourself.
It's only going to be 1 month long, so it's very short. It's like a super short season, and the rumor is, at least poorly kept secret is that they're bringing back the original map from 2 years ago
Right.
in the new engine, and it's just going to be the chapter 1 map. It's only going to be a month long, and then they're going to blow it up and start chapter 5. So we'll see what happens. They've never done a 1 month season before. Very interested to see what they do in a month.
This is your reason to live and get that cholesterol down and hit up
I
Orange Theory.
mean,
You need
you
to
know
get
what? You asked me
there. Well, no,
for
I
the
didn't.
record.
I asked you what.
Exactly.
What else we got here?
So I guess Nintendo added a new rule to their esport events where if you have a Smash Brothers esporting event, it has to be non-for-profit. You
You
can't
mean the
even sell
organization that's running it has to be a nonprofit?
they can't be making money off it.
What?
So like they can't even, like, part of the article, I mean, unless I misread it,
You
they
have to
can't
get a
even
special approval to do
Yeah.
a commercial event.
and if they don't have it, they can't even sell like t-shirts.
Right. Well, so basically community events are okay. 200 participants max. You can't have a prize above $5,000. You can't have sponsors, and you can't modify the game, and you couldn't even sell food or beverages or merchandise. So that's weird.
Like,
Why do they care? Like, who gives a shit? Like, come on.
it's
They
not
have
like
other
people
things?
are pirating the game. Everyone had, you have to buy the game to be there.
They do their own. I don't know. It's lame. Nintendo's getting Nintendo. We can't figure it out. Their
Nope.
lawyers have too much spare time on their hands. They need. They gotta get those billing hours up and keep them busy. Good for the
Apparently.
economy.
So they can have Nintendo World Championship. You want that to be the
The wizard? So the
Yeah.
wizard can drive there?
it's the crown jewel.
Is he going to play Smash Brothers with the Power Glove?
They should do that and just have some company that knows what they're doing run it. And
Remember
give out a lot
E3?
of
There was
money.
always one guy every year
I
walking
remember
around with
E3.
a guy with a Power Glove on for some reason.
Yep, I know the reason.
Attention.
Huge nerd. Huge
Yeah.
nerd is the reason.
Small penis.
Probably huge penis. Probably giant, thick penis.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah.
It's so big I could wear a Power Glove and still get some. Is that?
It's more like self-sabotage with the Power Glove.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
And like, lack of social skills. But huge penis.
Huge,
Guaranteed.
gigantic. If you're listening to this Power Glove guy, please
Rip it
feel
out.
free to chime in the comments.
All right. What else we got here? What are we playing?
I played more Seventh Guest in VR. The classic PC game, and now in virtual reality. I did play more of that, and I actually really like it. So there's
cool.
that. It's really cool. It's atmospheric is I guess the word you would use when you go in those rooms in the mansion and you have the puzzles to solve, and there's ghosts and stuff, and it's kind of cool. Especially when you shine the flashlight on the paintings and you can see the paintings change from like, oh, it's a little boy. Oh, it's a headless thing.
Scary.
Oh, it's a little boy. Yeah. Scary. Spooky, scary. Yeah.
I did fire up my VR for the first time because you were talking about it. Not just because you were talking about it, and I figured, I haven't turned that thing on. There's probably been like a million software updates. Let's see like how different it is. And it's, some of the games got updated and stuff. So like the table tennis game, 11 Table Tennis, you can play in mixed reality now, so you can see everything all around. See your living room, so you don't have to worry less about bumping into shit. It's in black and white.
Smart.
It's in black and white and looks like ass, but
I get it.
Yeah, if you had the Quest 3, I would imagine it would look. I think it would look better. I went through some of the other games. I went back to Super Hot VR. That's like probably the best game on the whole.
I think
thing.
Pistol Whip is. I would give the edge to Pistol Whip, but
it's a little harder work though in Pistol Whip. Like Pistol Whip, you're gonna be sweating. I feel.
Yes, you are. That's why I like it a little bit more. And I think you should try Supernatural again.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't need to I'm not looking for like the exercise stuff in there because I find I just get sweaty in my head zone and I'll just get sweaty elsewhere.
I did a half hour of Supernatural this morning. It was a lot of fun.
It was more than a half an hour, actually, I believe.
I'll take your word for it. I did a Halloween playlist in Supernatural this morning, and it was a lot of fun.
Spooky.
Doing those Halloween songs and exercising. I recommend it. They also lowered the price of Supernatural.
That's smart.
It's now only $10 a month.
Yeah, it was too much before.
It was way too much before. So I'm kind of glad they did that because, I like paying less for something that I was already using.
Right. Did you play Super Hot on there?
Yeah. I've played all of Super. I finished Super Hot on the.
Yeah, me too. VR. I was doing the endless mode.
Seventh Guest, I play sitting down. So maybe you check that one out.
I like games that make me look like a crazy person if somebody was watching me play, like Super Hot, where you're like moving in slow motion, like lying down on the floor to avoid the bullet. And
I haven't played that game in probably
it's so good
in like a year.
That is probably one of the best VR games.
That game is crazy though because you feel like a genius when you.
It just made the transition to VR perfectly. Like it's better in VR. It's better.
I think the problem with VR is I think the amount of great games on it you could probably count on one hand.
Because I even went on the store. I hadn't been on the store in a while. It's like let's see what's new.
Like I don't want to do that. I don't want to. That looks like garbage.
Or I have that. Like Beat Saber is still like in the top. It's a lot of games that are in that have been in the top 10 or 20 for a year or longer.
Yeah. Job Simulator. Yep, got it.
Yeah, they have sequels now, or I don't know. I do see that MetaQuest 3 in Target. Even in my shitty Target.
I don't know. I've heard mixed. I've heard it's in some ways it's not as good as the MetaQuest 2. Yeah.
I wanted to buy it and then not use it. I probably should get a PS5 first.
I saw the PlayStation whatever virtual reality thing. I saw that at my Target. They had this stocked for Christmas.
Is that it? I'm embarrassed to ask this question. Did that come out?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been out for a while, the PS5 VR thing?
I think so.
So you don't know either.
The PSVR 2, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Is it out?
Yeah, that's
Are you
out.
sure?
It's gotta be out. Yeah, you can buy it for right now. $550. It can be yours for $550.
That's crazy.
And you can use it in one spot in your house where the PS5
and play
is.
like 3 games. Most of them they're all old.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody's got to be buying this thing, right? Like you got.
I don't think so.
You got I don't know. It's available in Target. It's right there.
Mm-hmm. You're better off with a Beast Lab,
You'll save money.
and you'll have more fun.
Maybe. Probably.
I don't know, it's
Anyway,
weird. Like I was flipping through like the Target like toy catalog, right? Like the one that came in the mail today for a holiday, and like the Switch section is just like almost like 2 pages basically of layout of like, here's all the games for Switch and all the accessories and the consoles and everything, and then like the Xbox section is like 2 games, like it's like Minecraft and like Forza, and then like that Mega Blocks Build a 360 set, and then like the PlayStation one is just a PlayStation and like Spider-Man 2, and then the VR system. Like that's what
no
we got
kid is
going.
asking for the PSVR, are they?
I'm sure some are. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Wouldn't you rather just have like a MetaQuest 3 that you could use anywhere
Yeah,
for less money?
I think the MetaQuest might be more popular even with kids because it's wireless and self-contained, and you could play Guerrilla Wars on it. Is that what it's called?
I think so. You can jack off to VR porn in your bedroom
That's
instead
that
of in
too.
front of the living room. That's going to be very problematic trying to do that. We probably can't even do that on PSVR. Yeah. Probably got that blocked off, or maybe it's excellent. I don't know. I will not know. Xbox had an event today. I think it was today.
It was today.
Partner preview, and they showed a bunch of games.
I watched it and I don't remember what any of these things are.
I sort of scrubbed through it on YouTube. That finals multiplayer game looked kind of good, but I think it was all rendered. It didn't look like that was the actual game.
Well, you can play it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I didn't get any details.
I saw that. You can play the beta on your console tomorrow.
All right. That's something I can do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched a little of the Alan Wake 2. You can play as a woman now.
I did the Alan Wake thing in Fortnite. The Alan Wake official
Experience?
The official Alan Wake experience. Yeah.
Was it cool? Like what happened?
It was pretty cool. So it basically just recaps the whole first game for you, where you're like, you're your player and you're walking around, but you're kind of watching what Alan Wake does. And when you're not watching Alan Wake in these cutscenes, you're kind of like walking through very condensed versions of the levels with your flashlight and just doing some.
But does it look like Fortnite or does it look like Alan Wake?
It has some character model renders from Alan Wake 1, which look kind of weird because they're not like in scale to the size of your character. And they're obviously older graphics, so they're kind of blocky by comparison. So it's a little weird. But
what are the environments are Fortnite environments made to look like
environments are Alan Wake environments.
Okay.
It's the log cabin, and it's the bridge that comes up from the water.
So weird, interesting. I kind of want to just watch a video of it, maybe.
I'm like, it's maybe 20 minutes long.
Can I play as RoboCop in it?
You could be anyone you want.
Oh, there you go.
I was Frankenstein. I'm sorry, Frankenstein's monster.
Asgard in it? Is that in there?
Yeah, no.
They were in the demo though.
Yeah.
I saw a reference to it.
To what?
The gods of Asgard.
Yeah.
The gods of Asgard are not in it.
No, it was. I saw a record though.
No thanks.
Yeah. There might be a record, but no, I was Frankenstein's monster, and I recapped Alan Wake 1
as it's recommended by the studio.
As is recommended.
I'm excited. Alan Wake 2. I'm excited. I have to figure out what my schedule is to play that game though.
It's this weekend, right?
I want to play through. It's this weekend. It comes out. Yeah.
That's cool. I should play that. We love Alan Wake in this house.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? I have a quick entry for Chibi's PC World. I saw this article. You should click on this link here. This company, Height, came out with a PC case that has I think it's a 14-inch high-resolution touchscreen on the outside of the case. It's built into the case. And apparently it's good. Like it's not some shitty gimmick. Like it has functionality. It looks good. You can, you can have obviously it can monitor the systems of the PC on the outside. You could probably put the weather on there. You could probably fucking put anything you want on there. And it looks like a cool looking PC. Anyway, that's all. I saw that. and I thought it was cool. Let's do the CAG bag because it's getting late. This is from Idiot Man. I expect good things from Idiot Man 09. He says he has a 13-year-old son and who has just started venturing into horror movies. This is very long, but the long and the short of it is his son is in middle school and he has no doubt that he has seen a pair of boobs before, but he's not sure he's ready to sit and watch a movie like that with him, even though he may be. Is that me just being a prude? What age should he feel comfortable watching a movie that has nudity with his teenage son?
There is no age where you will feel comfortable watching nudity with your children ever. I will also say, and this is 100% on me, and I think I'm hoping in hindsight it's a funny story. Elliot wanted to watch, a real horror movie, and I was like, what's a good horror movie that we could watch together that probably won't give us nightmares? And I'm like, oh, An American Werewolf in London is perfect. And it really is. Like it is. It's like it's still scary. There are certain scenes in that movie that are legitimately scary that give you the scares. But I completely forgot that at the last 10 minutes of the movie, there's 5 minutes of it that take place in a porno theater. So there's action going on the screen, but behind them is like full on, not hardcore pornography,
sure,
but it's still like
fucking is going on.
Yeah. And boobs that are just going up and down behind
Sweet.
the characters. And I'm like, oh man, this is not comfortable.
Boing.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no. So it's like, and it's funny because like there's no nudity in that movie for like the first hour and 40 minutes of it.
This is why commonsensemedia.com exists.
It was
Right.
I mean, it was pretty funny. And there's also obviously there's boobs in Airplane, but that's like for 15 seconds. So I think
those are funny boobs, not sexy boobs.
Those are funny boobs. Yeah.
Big difference.
And when Elliot wanted to watch Pop Star, the Lonely Island movie, I told him he had to watch that one on his own. I'm like, I'm not watching. You could watch it, but I'm not watching it.
There's too much sex in that. I don't even.
There's floppy dong in it for comedies.
Oh yes, I remember the limo. There's like
yes.
Yeah. Funny. Oh,
he signed my boob, and then he turns around, and there's no boob there. There's a wiener.
I'm pretty sure I watched that with Ty. I'm not
sure. I'm sure.
That's cool.
I think comedy nudity is different though if it's done for laughs.
To answer this guy's question, you're not going to feel comfortable, but it's going to be fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to fuck the kid up. You're only going to fuck the kid up if you make a big deal about it. You watch the movie. If you think you need to make some comment about the sex, like, I don't know, just do your research ahead of time and you won't have any problems.
Don't go like, hey, what do you think of those?
What do you think that dong? That's a nice dong right there.
That's some dong, huh? It's floppy.
Yeah. What does your dong look like? Is it nice like that dong? All right. There's a few more here. Wombat, did you ask for a review copy of Alan Wake? That's from Huff.
I wouldn't even know who to ask.
No is the answer.
The answer is no. I wouldn't. I didn't ask anyone.
All right. We covered everything. We did it. We solved everybody's problems. Best Buy's problems. Idiot Man's problems. That's it, right?
Yeah. Bread's done.
Bread is done. Say it again because I said it and then after you.